What's up, my dev tipster buddies? It is the last video of the day. It's now 4:16 in the morning. These videos are going to be released in just a few hours, and I thought, instead of just doing the time-lapse videos and how fun that was, I thought it might be good to pause for a beat and just kind of like review the work that we did this weekend. And I'm going to be screen capturing this thing right here and scrolling through it and kind of making commentary on what I think was successful about this design and execution and what I think could be improved. Hopefully I'll be kind of making a roadmap for updates and improvements that I want to be doing off camera in the next week or so before the launch of this 3 videos, jQuery, learn jQuery in 15 minutes, and eventually the course that I'll be developing in the background too. So we've got a lot of work to do, and we've done a lot of work already. I'm really proud generally of what I'm doing here. So let's kind of do a design review. All right, so let's get started. Let's throw up a screen capture of what I'm looking at. This is the homepage. The homepage of the devtipshow.com really, and I've mentioned this before, it really just exists. The reason I created it this weekend is because I wanted to create a landing page for a course that I'll be developing, but the homepage needed to exist in case anybody went to the homepage of the URL. So until previously, devtipshow.com, I owned the URL, but nothing was on it. It was just kind of like just parked, I guess. So here what we have now is a homepage for the DevTip Show. This is not about the jQuery course in general. This is about the show. So I wanted to kind of think, okay, what does the show mean? Well, the most important thing about the show, the most impactful thing about the show are actually the video. So I wanted to put a video front and center. And I chose this one, what advice would you give yourself? And it's interesting, I go to a meetup and I talk to people about advice that they would give themselves. So it's really good for a lot of the audience who likes dev tips, people that want to learn more, people that are just curious and insightful people. I think this video does really well for them and represents the kind of content that I enjoy creating for the show. And also a big plus is that it's, the thumbnail uses the color scheme of the website. So that was really nice for me. So let's talk about that. The video itself is good and it works well and all those things. But the problem that I have here when I look at this homepage is that it's not immediately clear what the heck I'm looking at. And I think that even though the video is a great immersive experience at first go, when I first glance at it, I'm seeing a thumbnail. It doesn't tell me I need plain English right now. I need a headline. When I'm looking at this, I'm not seeing the headline that I need to know to understand what's going on here. Below that, when I scroll up, I have a what is Dev Tips section. Dev Tips is a weekly YouTube show that focuses on web development and design, hosted by Travis Nielsen. And that's all good. And then on, if I hold it sideways, does it? No, it's not big enough. If it's on desktop, like this what is Dev Tips goes to the left and the video's on the right. So it's kind of more headline-ish with the about there, but still it's not perfect. What I'd like to see is a big headline that says something like, and I'll have to tweak the copy at a later time, but something like YouTube videos, or learn code, I don't know what the headline is. And for me, writing is super important because you want to say the right things in the most, in the fewest amount of words in the simplest way possible. That's like the goal of marketing writing. So the essence of what I'd like to say with this is something like, watch YouTube videos. They're free, they're fun, and you can learn skills that will positively impact your life, right? You could change your life. Scrolling up, I have this popular episodes section, and I thought, it'd be great to showcase dev tips and what it is by having popular episodes. But when I look at it now and when I see it now, I realize that this is just a list, and it's not even apparent that these are linked. So for example, if I tap on parallax, it will open YouTube. This is a link to a video or to a video series. So I think this could be better. Obviously, the first approach to improve this would be to add the video thumbnails and make this a little bit more obvious what you're doing. If I had a lot more time and energy to spend on this, I would like to do like a carousel that I could swipe my thumb through and be like, oh, the next video, the next video, the next video, something like that. So that would be interesting to look forward to. This next section is the jQuery video course. I think it's fine. I don't have any big problems with it. The reason this is on the homepage is because it's trying to like create movement between the pages. It's not, even though there's a form on it, I don't intend that this will be the place where people make the decision to input their information, although it could very well be. But there's a little link. So to get from here to the page that describes the jQuery course is just this little link at the bottom right here. So when you click this link, it'll go to the next page, which will give you a greater idea of the course. But the problem is that the link is just so small. Oh, and I have a poor hover state on it. It should stay white when it's focused. But so when you look at this section, the most important thing, or like the main call to action, is the form and the submit button. And it probably should, I don't know, I don't want to compete with that. Anyway, let's move on to the Patreon community. I think this section is really good. It might be better if I had a link or like a call to action that said patreon.com. Right now it's like a dev tips community. It's not exactly clear what it is. But having said that, the whole purpose of this homepage is not to sell Patreon, is to kind of like make a place for like just to make room for things to grow, and also to like keep the focus of jQuery. So of the jQuery code. So you'll notice that when I scroll up and down, the thing that is the most impactful, I'm using like the heavy blue, is the jQuery course. It's the only one that's knockout colors. What I mean by that is using white type on a solid colored background. Everything else is like white or it's like slightly off gray, you know, with dark type. Yeah. So overall, I think that this page is pretty good. I think the things that I would change are this list here, making the header more having an impactful headline. And then the Patreon community could use a little work too. So let's go into the menu system. I really like the way this feels. It feels kind of appy. The animation is great where like behind it, it's dark. When I click the button and the menu hovers over, you can see on the right here, it's dark. And I can't, like I'm trying to scroll right now. Like the important thing to me was to keep the user from having this weird jumpy around situation if they try to like swipe their finger when the menu's out, so it doesn't scroll. And I did that by locking down, go check out the styles that I have on the body tag when the menu system is out. It's like overflow hidden and position fixed, so that it doesn't scroll behind the menu, which is important to me. So the animation is pretty good. So the black overlay kind of comes in, and then the menu, the white kind of plate slides over, which is like happening at the same time. It just kind of, it's pretty good. I like it. The next two things, the problem I have with this menu here is that it's kind of ordered a little strangely. So home, YouTube videos, jQuery course, and Patreon. YouTube videos and Patreon kind of go, off. They go to a different place, but jQuery course and home are local. So I'd probably reorganize this and maybe even put like little indicators that these two are like going off, right? Anyway, so let's go to jQuery course. The jQuery course landing page is pretty solid, I think. Like there's a lot of, battery's running out. There's a lot of type, but that's important because this is a sales page, right? Somebody who's going to invest in this course needs to understand what's going to happen. So I took a lot of time and crafted these sentences. Like listen to this sentence. It's pretty impactful, and it's pretty short and succinct and clear, right? Learn jQuery the dev tips way by coding real projects that you can use professionally. That's a good sentence. It tells you a lot of things in a very short amount in a very simple way. So that's a pretty good sentence. We have a jQuery icon and then like some icons of projects that I plan on creating. And then I already mentioned here that these are actually the wrong thumbnails because I haven't made the 15-minute courses yet. So I need to make them and then switch out the thumbnails. And then a little bit about Travis. I think that could be different too. Like, I think that instead of putting my face, maybe I'll put like the DevTips logo or something. Because somebody might come to this page and they're not a fan of DevTips. They don't know what DevTips is. They just want to learn jQuery. So this page has to kind of like orient them to the course and sell them on the course, but also teach them about what DevTips is and what is the DevTips way of learning, you know. So I think these icons and paragraphs do a great job of like outlining possibilities of the courses. I mean, I made up these projects as I was designing. Like, I'm like, what is a project that I want to do for this course? I have no idea what this course is going to be, but these are just like some ideas. It's like placeholders. I don't know, and I'll test them, you know, like do people respond to these things? And the other criticism I have on this page is that it doesn't, like, we're using the colors and I have the icon of jQuery there in the middle right here, but it doesn't scream jQuery. Like, it doesn't, there's no like code or something, like a snippet or something, you know, on this page. It could be a little bit more codery or something. And then the other thing about this page is that I actually like is that we have some pretty good form validation here. And then if you type your name, let's send to your @ vi.s. If I send this, it gets me to the, oh, that was not valid. @.cur. Okay. Now when I send this, it will take me to the next page, which is a landing page. Look at the size of that headline. That's what I'm talking about for like the home page. Like, I need one of those. This says, thank you for signing up and you'll be notified when the course is ready. Sure, that's simple, but that headline is so bam right there. It's like you know exactly what's happening. And so I need something like that on the home page, but this is a thank you for signing up page. And, you know, you've seen everything else here, but like now we're getting into the idea that, you know, you've signed up. What else is there for you? There's these 15 minutes. You're getting ready, get prepared for the course. Go watch the 15-minute videos. And then also there's an additional Patreon thing available for you too. So that's kind of a review of the work that we did this week, and hope that those things I know I didn't type everything out with you, but hopefully the way I presented this project will be meaningful to you in different ways, looking at process, looking at different kind of ways that somebody goes about the process of creation, not just typing out code, but the way they think about creating, the way they think about writing, the way somebody thinks about design, and critiquing your own work, looking and being objective about the work that you do, being able to say, this isn't great. Anyway, my battery's gonna run out. I just want to say thank you for watching all of the videos. If you watch them all, then you're an amazing human being. Next week is going to be the first video of the Learn jQuery in 15-minute videos, and it's going to be like a 5-minute, like just smack you in the face with some jQuery. And there's going to be 3 videos for the next 3 weeks. So like we got some work lined up for us. This is going to be awesome. Thank you for watching Dev Tips, and let's talk about the Patreon community. So we have a community of developers around Dev Tips who are interested in the show, and they donate whatever they like. It's like a choose your own amount kind of thing, and they donate some money for every video that we publish, and the money goes to helping create videos, right? Paying for editors, paying for like new cameras or software, or learning different things, or paying expenses for me to go travel to a place and talk to something new, or go to a conference, or whatever it is. And I don't keep any of the money. All of the money of the Patreon donations goes directly back into the show. This is not like a side job for me. This is just a way for me to perpetuate and propagate the show itself, right? So people who are patrons are definitely helping the show. They're not helping me or my family. They're helping you, who are a viewer and a beneficiary of the work that we do here at DevTips. If you're interested in that, come join us at patreon.com/devtips and learn more about the benefits that those people who are patrons get, like things like a community chat 24/7, live hangouts, extra videos, things like a private Patreon podcast, things that people who just watch the show will never experience. And I'm just like waiting for that battery to run out. Your little icon is like flashing red. I think it's gonna run out right now. Okay, let's have a staring contest.